Hey everybody, Asher here with the first Free Play Friday of 2022. It is Not for Broadcast, a game that is very interesting. I'm actually going to turn down the background audio for a second just so we can talk about this. But this is a game that I'm going into blind. I only know a little bit about it, and you kind of get some hints from some of the things that are going on at the title screen. The obvious thing with the eyeball here is that we're in some sort of dystopian place, but at the same time we are controlling the broadcast to a point. So beyond that, I'm not exactly sure what I'm stepping into, but for this year, for Free Play Friday, I'm trying to look for games instead of just trying to hit something every week. I want to focus on some games that really pique my interest, and this is the first one of this year that has. So if you want to see more of this game, let me know in the comments. If you played it yourself, let me know as well. But I'm going to turn back up the volume and we're going to hit the new game button and see what the hell this is all about. It's just released on Steam for its full version. It's overwhelmingly positive, and it's actually on sale through about like beginning of February. So let's go ahead and hit the new game button. Enter game name, Asher. Why not? And then we have, let's see here, story mode, intern, broadcaster, showrunner, or custom. We'll do broadcaster, balance, experience. Here we go. It's all about the TV.
That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
And look at that good old CRT technology. Not for broadcast. So the volume levels, I expect them to be off here. I'm going to do my best to not talk over the game. But you can see on the loading screen here, you got your little puppet strings. That's kind of the idea. We'll see where this goes, how this goes, what this goes. Nice. Turn right.
Hi, David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're going to have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry. It's not hard, and I'm going to stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens.
Oh, good. There's our mop and bucket, and apparently we're just over here now to
Right, look up at the top.
fun stuff.
That coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down. Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen. That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio, and you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left. Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left. These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again.
Alright, we're going to try to play this
You can
straight
see
up.
on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any three and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again.
Crazy Neil. Seems fun. My Salad Weekly.
Right, won't be long now till the signal starts coming through from the station. Stay on your toes. All the bigwigs are in tonight because of the election, so we better not make any mistakes.
Then why are you not here?
When you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
You know, seafood makes me go out in pustules.
Yeah, I thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. That's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist, going in 5, 4.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay, we're all good. Next thing is going to be to throw the news titles on screen too. There'll be a countdown, but I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market.
Oh no, I'm gonna screw this up.
Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic...
Right, but it's a bit early there, mate.
National Nightly News.
Next thing is to throw back to Jeremy with button 1 when that globe in the middle shrinks down and vanishes.
Alright, let me see if I can fuck this up. Look at all the happy news! So we could go to him early and just fuck up his makeup right now, but we're gonna... With Jeremy Donaldson.
Switch to screen 1. Now, lovely, mate.
But first, the votes are in and it's a decisive win for Advance.
We often get a bit of interference around this time, mate. Keep your eye on the machine at the bottom right. Use that slider that's flashing, or your scroll wheel to move the wave up and down, keeping the green bit in the white bit.
But critics have accused him of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet
Well, that's
to appear
exciting.
publicly.
It's
However,
like Papers, Please all over
former Home
again.
Secretary
Right, it's going well.
Or the
All
mind
you've got to do
scanners.
now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press one of the 3 play ad buttons over there at the bottom right. I normally play the first one at the first break and so on, but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
to hear the co-leader's acceptance speech.
And 3, 2, 1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody.
Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Wanker Snatch is running late.
I thought I'd ask him about the election.
Personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any big words.
That's the same policy we use with you.
I thought that was our little secret.
It's all right, he doesn't remember anything I tell him.
I'm deeply uncomfortable with your burgeoning friendship.
Me too.
No.
this summer and experience a holiday that's simply
Wicked. We've made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence, because you're going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long, 10 seconds at the most. So if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3. Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those. Might as well get screen 1 selected now. No need to wait for the broadcast to start. Try and stay ahead, mate.
Good, we got Sweater Guy.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody.
On the taint? What? Comic Sans.
5,
Love it.
3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first,
Get ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolfe, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to
go
the
to
shop
Blunderclatch
film.
on screen 3 when she says his
Joined
name.
today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among
Switch to
the...
2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Your latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director. Do you know him? He's a wonderful chap, he really is. I've worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And you know what, ladies? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpassed
Nice.
a love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride.
Been on that show a bit long.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding, giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire, the little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Oh, well, don't worry, he won't do it again.
Sorry, I said fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated, which opens next week.
Right,
around
they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look. Exciting stuff.
Cool, looks like Blunderclatch is losing it in the studio, but we ain't got time for that. There's more interference coming. It's a bit trickier this time, mate. Use that little flashing joystick to the left of the knob, or hold down your middle mouse or Alt on your keyboard, and as the frequency changes, match it to the white bit by dragging right.
You think I don't know that?
Now we're going to squash the frequency back by dragging left.
Nolans, we mustn't. Think of Carol.
That's Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan.
Jubbly, mate.
For you, baby.
Next, we're going to change the amplitude. Same as last time. Little joystick or hold Alt or middle mouse, and this time, push upwards. Upwards, mate, upwards.
But I didn't listen.
Doctor,
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
you need to see this.
So why do we
Let's
have...
match it back by going downwards.
The virus. The sterility. This formula. This is the key.
We could stop it all.
Bloody perfect, mate.
We have to ask ourselves.
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
Okie dokie. Lots of staring. I love it.
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words. As you've probably noticed, the broadcast screen, here, is about 2 seconds behind the master screen, here. When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button or the spacebar on your keyboard for as long as the swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing two things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling by. All you gotta do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now. As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder. Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember,
Thanks.
button lights up, count 1, 2, and hold it down.
I'm very excited about Crazy Neil.
You want crazy? We got crazy. Crazy Neil's got crazy deals.
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the number buttons on your keyboard, 1 to 4.
Seriously, Chadworth.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advance Headquarters, where the two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Cut to the outside broadcast. Oh shit, he's pissed. Get ready to bleep.
Well, thank you all for coming, and, well, where do I start? What? Where do I start?
Said we couldn't do
They
it.
certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying southern bastard trick they had against us. You, the people,
Nice.
you saw right through their shack.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a
down a
couple of
bit long there,
celebrations.
mate.
Pints. Makes me coarser than a grown is funny. Coarser than a grown
Memorably
is...
put.
There we go.
But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party is what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team
Oh, that's
that
a
can
load of
change
bollocks.
things. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps
I want to hit the one button so bad.
For the rich, for them the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbook.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know the sort of, probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated community.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country. No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere.
That's
to
censorable?
hide. Have got
Huh.
nowhere Earlier today, we revoked your passports. We revoked you want them back. You want to leave like you threatened before the election. That's fine. But first, you're going to pay us. You're going to pay back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund health and education. To raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite.
Okay, probably need to censor that.
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people whose children you raise.
I guess I did.
Got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
Ends today.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again. Just like we promised we would.
And until then, ladies and gents, I suggest we all get pissed.
I can't argue with that.
Nailed it.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance. And our apologies for the fruity language. Hopefully we got that bleeped out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble.
Yay, that's me.
So, as the country braces itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
Right, looks like you've got it now. Thanks for all the help, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
Well, hello.
This is some weird fever dream. Am I dying now or something?
You should be so lucky. I'll see you tomorrow night.
You're not coming for a drink?
No, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
Build your collection week by week, and very soon you'll have a salad.
Oh, good. Challenge room. We got a segment grade of D. We went from A+ to B to D. I should learn to censor. Let's continue and see what happens next.
When the program's finished, you'll get a broadcast report. It's 3 pages. This first page shows you how well the broadcast went. Each sequence and an overall grade. Remember, grades mean bonuses, and they keep the boss happy. If you want to know more about how it went, select more info. If not, select continue to move to the next page.
Okay, where'd I fuck up?
Right, this is an optional section for when you really want to understand what happened during the show. You got a graph there showing you what the audience did. They're a fickle fucking bunch. And of course, you can really drill into the details if you want to get better at making TV. I never came here, never once.
Oh, good. An exceedingly poor edit. That's fun. Alright.
Right, this is the important page. It tells you how much you're going to get paid and how much wealth you have overall. That bollocks at the bottom shows you the financial state of our main advertisers. But you don't own any fucking shares. You're a cleaner, for God's sake, so why would you care?
Look, I'm broke ass poor.
This is the last page, and it tells you the state of the world, tells you how well the government's doing, and down the bottom there, this one's important, tells you what Channel 1 currently thinks of you. In other words, what the boss thinks.
Thanks, Channel 1.
Alright, mate, welcome to the archive. This is where you can have a quick look back at what you've done and how it looked to the public. There's 3 sections: broadcast, rushes, and adverts. Let's start with broadcast. Click on it now. Over on the left, that's all the broadcasts that you've done. Click on any one of them and hit load tape. Once it's finished loading, you can use the rewind and the fast forward at the bottom there to help you get to the bit you want to see.
In a few moments, we'll be going live to tonight's National Nightly News. But before that, let's take a look at what's coming up later on tonight.
Okay, can we back out of here?
Right, click on rushes and let's have a look at those. Right, this is the rushes room. It's pretty simple. The 4 screens you can see, they're going to show you the 4 signals you got from the studio during the actual broadcast. Difference is you can mute any combination of them so you can have a listen to the stuff you weren't allowed to show. Select the broadcast and give it a go. And when you're done listening to the backstage secrets, hit back.
Huh. I just want to see what's over here real quick, but I kind of want to go to the next day too. Ah! So many choices.
These aren't my cards. Please tell me these aren't my cards.
No, they're the right ones, apparently.
Oh, but this gives me nothing, Jenny. They must see that.
I know. I think they think you won't have anything to say.
Oh, for God's sake, come on. It's a huge day. It's not an...
Absolute bonehead. I don't care, Rob. I'm not doing it. I agreed to do 1 beastly interview a day. I made that completely clear when we started. Check my contract.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Oh, piss off. You're on thin, bloody ice, Rob. Whole wheat, man. Whole wheat.
But how fast can we go? 16? I just kind of want to see what he was screaming about at the end. So they talk. I did a terrible job here, which is fine.
That's your fault.
Rob, get the car, we're out of here.
Mr. Blundercatch, Mr.
No! I'm shutting this down. What kind of operation are you people running?
Mr. Blundercatch, I understand you're upset, but we can...
You don't know the half of it.
Rob! I'll be at the Dorset. Send up a bottle of scotch and a whole ham. It's in my contract.
I'm sorry. I just had to. I had to. Oh, go on then. Say it.
What?
I told you so.
Your hair looked nice.
See, this is why you're single.
See, now I'm trying to remember, what did he get pissed about again?
Affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look.
And we're out.
Rob, get the car, we're out of here.
Mr. Blundercatch, Mr.
No!
I'm
Nice. Then we have our adverts. Let's just hit continue. All right, we got another day we can fit in this. What a happy little game. Oh, good. Day 2, 3. An unexpected form, apparently. You arrive home to find a post on the map, most likely be more than the usual junk mail. One letter, however, catches your eye. The team wants to know you. Curiosity gets the better of you, and you open it. The forum is new advanced government asking for information on all citizens. The first page is filled in already. Your name, Alex Winston. Your spouse, Sam Winston. Your children, Charles Winston, 14, and Susie Winston, 19. Well, you muse, at least they got the basics right. The rest of the questions are left for you to complete. They appear to be mandatory. Upon starting a new job, you would... We could see be friendly and introduce yourself to coworkers. Be productive, get to work immediately. Ease yourself and orient yourself, or reminisce with friends about old jobs. So, I try to be friendly. A colleague in a different department has confided in it. They've been thinking of taking home confidential information. Now, file of minor importance has gone missing. You would help your colleague cover up the violation. Recommend that your colleague reports it. Report the violation to your supervisor immediately. Alright, the entire department was fined today for consistent underperformance. Your boss has put new place targets that are significantly higher than previous ones. You would leave work early and head to the pub to chat about changes with colleagues. I'm gonna leave work on time. And the annual company barbecue, you and your family have been invited. Look forward to enjoying... Oh my god. Are washing your hair that... you... Go if you're free, but you wouldn't mind missing it. You've been practicing with your coworkers, and you think you'll win the talent contest this year. Yeah, there we go. Had a long, successful career, now about to retire. In your speech, you give an honest review of the pros and cons of the company, focus on issues and challenges you face while you work there. That's fine. In your spare time, you like to play your local sports team, encourage support your children with their hobbies, attend political rallies, and stand up for what you believe in. Like to relax alone. Let's talk about the children's. Your ideal holiday getaway would be surrounded by natural beauty, exploring somewhere unfamiliar, a structured day at a theme park, or a romantic getaway. Let's do nature. And most important, that the government keeps the people... Oh boy, this is a trap question. Safe, free, happy, or equal. Let's get executed by the authoritarian government. Give people freedom. Thank you for your cooperation. Advance knows your time is valuable, and we appreciate your help in leading the nation to a brighter future. Advancement questionnaire. What a fun time. So, am I running the broadcast booth again? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, it's late. Sam and the kids have gone to bed. You're up drying your favorite coffee mug cup, a worn-out souvenir of your first trip together. The print's faded and the goofy face still makes you smile. A knock at the window brings you back to reality. And in the garden, clutching a gaudy neon suitcase, is Sam, Chris, Sam's sibling. As soon as you let them in, they sit at the kitchen table, visibly stressed. We're currently broke-ass poor. I'm so sorry for bursting in late, Alex, Chris stammers, but I need a favor, and you're the only one I can ask. So, should I go get Sam? No! No need to worry, Sam. It's you I came to see. I just need you for 2 minutes. You've heard about the Assets and Wealth Act? So, I literally work in news. Chris fangs the table. It's total bullshit. They're taking whatever they want and distributing it as they see fit. No government should have that kind of power. I can't believe they're actually getting away with it. Madness, which is why I need your help. So what do you need? Isaiah seems to be resting comfortably in the fort tiles. Look, I know it's a lot to ask, but I need to borrow your passport. What for? They've already taken mine and half the bloody countries, but people always say you and I look similar, so Chris is pacing out. I need to leave before it's too late. Once I'm out, me and my money will be safe, but I need to go now before they freeze my accounts. Please. Alex, I wouldn't ask you. I didn't have any other choice. So we could offer him a passport, or surely there's another way. It can't be that serious. Let's play the denial card first. Chris' mouth falls open. You're joking, right? I've always done right by you and Sam. I've treated your children like they're my own. We're family. Does that mean nothing to you? Yeah, family's family. You climb up the stairs to the bedroom, careful not to wake Sam, who is cocooned in the duvet as usual. You open her wardrobe, unlock the safe, and retrieve the passport. A sleepy voice breaks the silence. Alex, what's going on? So, obviously I gotta be honest here. Don't worry about it. Go back to sleep. Chris is downstairs. Sam sits up right now, and all thoughts of sleep gone. What? They're leaving the country? Are things really that bad? According to Chris, but I'm not so sure. I don't know if I really want to give up my passport or I'm just going to be here. Okay, the worry lines in Sam's face seem to relax. Thank you. We have to look out for our family. And I know my little Chrissy, it's probably all one big overreaction. So let's take this downstairs and I'll be right up to bed. So you got it here. Good luck with everything. And there we go. So family loyalties are good. Chris takes the passport and breathing sigh of relief, grabs the nigh-on fluorescent suitcase, and heads out into the night. Oh, but your fluorescent suitcase, maybe you shouldn't have something so conspicuous. You head back to bed, hoping you can prise some duvet away from Sam without waking them. Day 6, day 7, day 8. This is not what I expected. Okay, it's broadcast time. The Fallout. We're only at day 8. Well, let's take the phone.
Alright, mate, it's Dave. Oh, Christ, it's noisy in here, Jesus. Right, hang on, let me just get out some flags, darling. Yeah, I'll take that one with me. Cheers. Right, that's better. Let's get set up and get on with it, eh, so I can get back to my guests. First of all, let's get the power on. You need to get at least the bottom 4 plugs on. Let's load up the adverts. You might want to have a bit of a think about it. Your decisions have consequences, don't they?
Obviously, since this has a note that says, should we play this as stuff safe? So, advanced go-getters. That's fun. I don't know if the toy's safe, but we're going to advertise for it anyway. And then Alan, James, Crazy Neil. We love Crazy Neil, but let's do this one.
Right, you can see they finally got the old headline system up and working again, and the Vision Mixer's already in headline mode, because headlines always come at the start. It's really simple, mate. These 2 buttons at the bottom of the Vision Mixer, you can see they now have A and B on them, and they're to help you pick image A on the left bottom screen here, or image B on the right bottom screen here. It's really simple. This little clock here will count down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine. And you can change your mind as much as you want until the clock reaches 0. But if you don't make any decision, you'll be fired before you even get to make another choice. I just want to say one more thing, mate. The pictures you choose to show of these people, well, that's how the public is going to perceive them, and that's going to affect their lives. So like with the adverts, choose carefully. And we're off. Good luck, mate. If I get time, I'll call you back in the next break. Yeah, I'm coming, darling.
My friend Janet says theirs gets really hot.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon.
10 seconds, everybody.
Not the best source of consumer advice, then.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5, 4, 3.
It's time to go over to Jeremy Donaldson for tonight's National
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly who's leading this charge. Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future may hold with a leading economist and radical free thinker. With the Assets and Wealth Act on the brink of raising living standards for the vast majority of the country, I'll be asking my guests if we're on the way to a new future. Out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23, becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Remington has always impressed. She was top of her class at university.
Too bad I didn't choose the casino picture.
And immediately being asked back to lecture. The markets have responded favourably to Sophia's appointment, the stocks rising 30 points. In light of the announcement. In her first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglebus. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety, making a splash. Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wong and marine biologist Ingrid Swarsborg have today set off to explore Dante's taint. The recently discovered cave system was previously thought unreachable, but thanks to a new breakthrough in underwater flower technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cavern and the undiscovered plant species it contains. This is, of course, only the latest in a series of successful expeditions for this unlikely pairing. In a joint statement about the dangers their team might face,
well, that's fun.
We will face the plentiful challenges together, like we always have. Playing the field. Rumours about the sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is leaving Bush, one of the capital's hottest clubs. The footballer was caught while outside being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very programme. And judging from the angle and velocity of that spray, it looks like Johnny is celebrating a little bit too much. I certainly wouldn't want to be his dry cleaner. And grievous bodily charm. With Advance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective, with more and more powers passing to the police, and less oversight. Are we using an Advance-shaped sledgehammer to crack a nut? All that, a mega move for the group of young actors already experiencing the positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Okay, do we have a censorship something? We're losing people. Oh shit. Oh yeah, interference is fun. Well, we lost nearly everybody.
In the wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. The government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they passed. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there. Katie Brightman, do you agree?
I'm afraid I don't, no. I think that Advance have realised that the current economic system of unlimited, unending growth is untenable, so they're changing things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan?
It's all in my book. Alan James is right, Jeremy. We're to become the great herd. Ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is
shamelessly self-promoting. Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat that the world powers have faced since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't.
And this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire cities. We're talking
out of the wrong orifices.
Mock me all you like, Jeremy, but when they murder your parents and they poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing, we'll be laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same people. Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the tyrant behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong, Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage. They're like psychic paedophiles.
Based on the facts. Katie, what are your positions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research and the arts.
Or, as I call them in my book, Franken-science and opiates. Franken-science and opiates. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals, they're pumping it full of belief juice.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you, Alan?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
No, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards with our eyes open.
Two very different visions of the future there. Alan James, Katie Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating law and order before Megan meets some beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act. That's all coming up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
Oh, good. Are they going to have a fight?
I think they might do some good.
I hope so too, Jeremy.
How much are you being paid by them then?
Shut the fuck up, Alan. I've never heard so much shit in my life.
Well, we'll see who's full of shit, won't we?
Alan, I can explain it to you, but unfortunately, I can't understand it for you.
Only a true community can provide.
Well, I don't know what she meant by that.
Us informed of all the ups and downs. To help
Right, mate, Christ, I'm absolutely fucking fine, I tell you. How's it going, actually? Fuck it, I don't care, I hate the fucking news. Oh, bloody hell, I love this tune, though. All right, mate, see you later, bye!
Bullshit, you will. She's good. You know she is.
I've said a bit of wording, that's all I can do.
10 seconds, everybody.
If that sticks, I'll destroy you.
5, 4, 3.
Welcome back. In our second segment, we're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go behind the headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively understaffed in this country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desks.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem. We need more support from ministers. We need more support from ministers. We need change at a structural level, Jeremy. At a structural level. Not a good time, darling.
It never is it? I'll be at my mother's.
It never is it?
Just hang on. Just hang on. The problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just it's nationwide.
I'm talking to Jeremy. Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
We need.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public.
Sorry to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving? Can I have a moment to
Yes,
tell my
I
husband
yes, quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. By Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective.
I would have expected this from your sister.
There's a problem with the system.
I'm sure we all do, Jeremy. I'm sure we all long for a return to
God, we
the days
gotta-
when we could safely walk the streets
Gotta
of
just
the
do
nation,
everything all at once.
looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife or cock with a knife.
So you feel the streets simple? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great country. Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably shouldn't have banned hanging.
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly. It's all in the
Oh,
Bible.
boy.
Leviticus clearly states that... Jeremy, your bloody gimps escaped. Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible for the moral decay?
Absolutely, Jeremy. Back in your box, Clive. Back in your box. Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
I'm sorry, darling. I was staying the batters.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put it back in Jeremy Donaldson?
Clive, you know it's Wednesday. You got back in your living space.
And whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the responsibility of the decent,
Jesus
good,
Christ.
white people of this
Where's the padlock?
Hold on just a moment. Hold on just a moment.
Clive, this simply won't do. Naughty, naughty, naughty boy. Mummy's not.
Clive, I am not having this again.
This is how we get ratings.
As I was saying,
I'm gonna get banned from YouTube for
crime is
this.
the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of her pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there. Thank you, Bob. We're locking down the police's position on morality. And tonight, hopefully uninterrupted, it's time to get to the heart of the matter. Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years for aggravated assault, burglary, and menacing a swat. He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony. Many happy
Cheers,
returns,
Jez.
Tony.
Call me Titwank, Tony. Everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony? Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Prison's a mixed bag. Structure's quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalisation, as you can imagine. And obviously, Titwanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Titwank,
Tony.
Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. A bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to let you get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Titwank, Tony! I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez.
Sopen!
I think asking that is an oversimplification.
It sounds like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris, Little Chris, Big Chris, and Vampire Chris. Little Chris.
This one's, yeah?
Yep.
One sec, love. He's on the news. One sec, love. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. Just got to sit up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this guy?
You are joking. Chrissy Free Volunteer only got Mr. Fancy, Only got Mr. Fancy, Not now, fellas, I'm on the news. Not now, fellas.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
What the hell?
I can't hear you, mate. It's getting a bit busy here.
Yes, we seem to be losing a signal here, Tony. Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes. Tony, I mean, we're listening for 2 seconds. How does this happen, Tony? Can you hear me? Well, we seem to have lost our...
Why do people not want to watch it?
Serious and complex issues around law and order. After the break, young thespians, don't go away. Young thespians, we'll be back. Don't go away after these messages. We'll be back.
1 minute back, everybody.
Well, that was exciting.
Mate, I ain't got long and I'm quite drunk. It's been a great night. In this next section, there's a bit of music. If you edit in time with the music, you can see the result on the vision mixer, and the public will love that. Don't worry if you don't, though. You won't get punished for it or nothing. Just try and stay in the groove. Also, one last tip. When the music starts, turn down the broadcast volume. Right, enjoy the music bit. God, I love music. God, I'm so pissed. I think I might go and throw up in a bit.
That's right, little one. You don't want to be left out.
Look, it's alright, I've got this. I'm sure he's on his way. Come on, it's welcome back. How hard can it be?
This is silly. 10 seconds, everybody. We're gonna open on Megan. Camera 2. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolfe, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my older. I'm the older, more popular one.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Oh, right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra, maths teacher.
Maths is really important.
Oh, thanks, Steve.
Maths is really important.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history. Aristotle.
I just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing. We touch our audiences and they touch us right back.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I, we often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
And teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're going to be showing us an extract from this play, aren't you?
That's right. From this play. Put into context. That's right. I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, because in a way she's like all of us. She's like
it's like a metaphor. It's like maybe she's you at home, or like maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important. Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. Run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it. That way. That's it. That way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grant?
2 days ago, a letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now, the headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
How? How did you react?
I also threw it in the bin.
How did you react?
But then, Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic, maybe. But we did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go at this whole democracy thing. Let's have a go at this whole democracy thing.
Fucking
brilliant!
So let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship. Friendship.
Dear Diary. Dear Diary. I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears. Another day of tears. Another day of fears. Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. But still I walk the corridors alone. Dreading what might be around every corner. Dreading what might be around every around the corner. What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner? Oh, hi Gary.
Oh heavens,
hi,
no!
Gary.
It's Gary the Fist!
Oh heavens, no!
Gary the Fist!
Gary the Fist!
Going somewhere, little first year? Going somewhere, little first year?
I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning. But will this make me feel better about my violent father?
God, this is terrible.
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. Excuse me, it's my favourite subject. I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
Maths is for losers.
What?
Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, Coach.
Keep going, for fuck's sake!
Right,
going for...
maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money. Now, give me your lunch
for
money.
me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating? Why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not today, Gary the Fist. Not today,
What do you
Gary
mean
the
not
Fist.
today? Who are you? What do you mean not today? My arm's free, Coach.
Brilliant, keep going!
My arm's free, Coach.
Brilliant, keep
Who
going!
are you to stand up to me? Who are you to stand up to me? And you're just a sad little girl with two gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my two new friends. These Vanessa is captain of the netball team. Vanessa is captain of the netball team. And Blake owns a motorbike. And Blake owns a motorbike.
But I can't fight all three of you. And I don't have any friends of my own. And I don't have any friends of my own.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face. I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me.
Or you could be me.
What the hell?
Life can be peachy keen if you work as a team.
It's my choice to be mean. So stop now, make a different choice.
Oh no. It's just got way worse. Oh god, no.
Who said middle class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your cool laps. I'm a mother loving rebel, but I still love maths.
So I'm supposed to, like, switch to the rhythm? But I suck at rhythm games.
I'm Gary the Fist. People think that folks like me probably shouldn't exist. But that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist.
There we go.
I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late, and he'd hit my mum for dinner, he had to wait. Where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner?
This is the worst thing I've ever seen.
Don't make me ask you again.
Hitting women is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. 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 It's so damn hard on a council estate.
Life can be.
This is still going. Oh my god. Camera 3, please.
Just work as a team.
It's your choice to be me.
It's my choice.
So stop now, make a different choice.
Listen to that inner voice.
Friendship!
Yes!
And the banner's gone.
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight. Join us tomorrow night for all the headlines from across the country. My name's Jeremy Dawson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out.
Oh, that was brilliant!
Why bother
the
strengthening your
little fuck
body?
was that?
You can strengthen your face.
I believe I've
We
got a
believe your
14-inch
skin
cock, but
deserves
doesn't
the
make it
best.
so.
So the new formula actively removes harsh chemicals from your skin. The high salt content actually pulls the dihydrogen monoxide right from your pores to give you the
Well, there we go. We got a segment grade of A+ for that. Unbelievable. Telethon unlocked and extras. Alright, sequence grade E, sequence grade D, sequence grade A. Some of that was because of interference. More info. We lost a ton of viewers. All offensive words were censored. An interference-free show. Really? Are you sure? Adequately edited. So we brought it back at the end, but it was that was terrible. You have received your full wages. We're still broke-ass poor. People don't like everything, but they like me. All right, so that's gonna do it for this one. This is Asher with God, what the hell is this game called? Even not for broadcast. Oh man. Tell me if you want to see more of this. Like I said, it's definitely different, definitely worthwhile, and now available. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm having to talk really loud over the mic, but it's cool. We'll see you next time. Oh God, I didn't stop the recording. No!